coming through from AKA Nadia Nakai, Blackie, Dangerous. Welcome. This is our first episode of the Talking Stage podcast. I'm going to give to my co-host just now, who's going to introduce herself and someone who I've been journeying with in the talking stage as well. And, we just talk about our journey in the talking stage, how we handled different stuff, and, how we just kept it 100, stood on business, and just telling each other which one up. Well, yeah, my name is Gurundoro, and I'm coming through as one of the hosts. And, yeah, I'm just going to give to my co-host over here. Introduce yourself, please.
Hey, everybody. Hi. Hi, everybody. Well, I go by Dr Sonnenschein. No, I'm not a real doctor. My specialty is cardiology.
Matters of the heart.
Matters of the heart. Dr. Love, Dr. Smiley to others. But yeah, we're just here to talk about how this guy put me through the ringer. But, guys, but yeah, let's go for it.
All right. So, Dr. Sonnenschein, okay, I'm going to ask you the first question. And then, you can just actually... All of the questions, of course. So, what is the talking stage here? What does that actually mean to be in a talking stage with someone? Because we always hear it. Yeah, talking stage, nothing's really formal. Nothing's really, set in stone. So what actually is a talking stage for you?
Well, I just feel like it's also different for girls or females. Let me not say girls, but for me at least, talking stage is just getting to know someone without the strings attached. Although the strings and the lines are very, very, very thin. Okay, very thin. But yeah, just getting to know someone, actually talking, asking irrelevant questions, not the shallow questions of oh yeah, I just miss you, what a goofy, but just genuinely asking the uncomfortable questions, getting to know someone deep. But yeah, that's my response to you, Mr. Gurundoro. What is the talking stage to you?
All right. Okay, cool. All right. So that was the Hans perspective, I guess. For guys, talking stage. Whoever can get it, can get it. Before dating, whoever can get it, can get it. But it's sort of the limbo phase before you actually commit to starting to get to know someone proper, or you sort of put them through a vetting process and say, okay, yeah, this one can. Application has been approved. You can now go into, let's talk, let's date type of thing. Even because dating as well, people date multiple people at the same time. So talking stage is that weird phase where you're not dating, but also you're not strangers. You're just there. Yeah, there. Jordan, I went out online to my top. I'm like, yo, what it do?
What up?
All right, cool. So making more relevant to us, right? What then has been your experience? Actually, let's take it back. Rewind. How did it all start? How did this whole talking stage start? How did you become entangled? How did you become entangled with me?
Entanglement. Well, yeah, you trapped me.
Wow.
Firstly, you trapped me because Nandri gangster. I was a thug, and no, but genuinely, I don't know Twitter. I know people know about Twitter Spaces at the time. Now it's called X, but some of us still call it Twitter. But anyways, so I hear this guy this one time. Yeah, guys, my fetish. Okay, it's a fetish. It's not really a fetish, but the way he spoke, I was like, that one. Okay, girls eye guys before they really recognize. Guys, let me tell you something. We know when we want someone. We just be throwing little hints but I heard him speaking in a space this one time, and then I love music, so him and I mean Gurundoro and his music family used to open music spaces. So I started joining a little more because I was like, that's where he's at, you know. And we started like dedicating songs to each other, and that is such a huge love language for me, at least. And we would flirt through music. Not even exchanging one word, like it was just genuinely on the space. Like, I want to dedicate the song to Sonnenschein, or like, I want to dedicate the song to Gurundoro. And then, yeah, then one day, after dedicating, guys, I think our playlist combined with all the songs we dedicated before, we dedicated a lot of songs before, he finally like got the courage.
Wow, that was kind of
He finally got the courage to slide in my DMs. And I mean, I guess the rest is kind of history. 'Cause- But yeah, it was like day before my birthday, and yeah, since then we've been kind of tied to the phone. But yeah, that's how it started. But yeah, how did you see it? Like, how was it like sliding in my DMs and like the whole dedicating back and forth? Were you taking that seriously, or was it like for you? Oh, this girl, it's just banter. Yeah.
All right, so at first it was banter, the dedication songs. It was like, you see someone in space, check the AVI. For to the G's that know where it's at, you go to the media and then you check it like, okay, all right, I see you, I see. So from there, just a young song here and there, and then you start to like to see the reciprocation of energy from the other person, and then you're like, okay, all right, this is actually quite dope. This is quite dope. So then you start vibing like that. So to actually clarify about sliding in the DMs, this honey, I think about 2 days prior, there had been a fallen soldier who had tried to slide into DMs. And this is how I go on the timeline. Guys, I'm going to give you a template of how you're supposed to slide into my DM. You just don't come in any willy nilly. This is a template of how you're supposed to speak to a hand. It's like, but, energy up, so yeah, after that, I then sort of just like kind of realized, okay, let me just slide in. Let me take my chances and see where this really can go. So slid in with your boy drop bars. Bars.
Do we want to hear the message?
The message.
Let us know.
Just know that the message bars, because even the response is like, ooh. I was like, yes, mission accomplished. And then, yeah, so it was the day before her birthday. And then I was like, full force, since we're and the space is wrong, let me hold the space for this hand, because it was a birthday as well. So, start playing music, still strengthening the dedication thing. And then I was like, yeah, your boy, gangster ripalok. Gangster resa loknat. Pachi. Yeah, but yeah, that's really how it played out. And then, like I said, the rest is history. It was just literally tied to the phone, because I think our first like conversation with those texts, it was very, sort of like indulging,
Yeah.
indulging, and one of those where you just reckon like, okay, cool, this is dope.
Yeah.
So yeah. So then, like, how did you sustain actually you talking? Because some talking stages, it's usually like what, a couple of days, and then you fall off like, no boy type of thing. How did you manage to sustain that?
To be fair, this guy, this guy. No, I think there's just always been like a very magnetic connection. We've never run out of anything to talk about. So from day one, guys, this guy was failing to ask for my number. Okay, he didn't fail. It was like, it was okay. I was talking, like we were chatting on message, like, and I hate typing. And I remember I was drinking, and I was like, Sha, to me, zero number. Like, send your number and we talk. And I remember our first conversation was what, 3, 4 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Our first conversation on the phone was 3, 4 hours. And guys, until a couple of days ago, our shortest conversation had been nothing less than 1 hour.
Wow.
Just something always to talk about, just two people kind of like interested in each other and hearing what each of them have to say. A lot of substance to us both as well. So it's like I said, talking stage for a female. Well, at least the stage I'm in, because now when I think of other talking stages, I'm like, you were playing, girl, you were playing. But like this one was very like I'm also in a very intentional space in my life. So I was like also why waste it? Kind of vibes like, and then it's just been very organic and natural. We just never actually run out of stuff to talk about. It's like the silences are never awkward, just very comfortable, very natural. So no, we've always had something to talk about. Like, yeah, people going to work on 2 hours of sleep. But, yeah. Yeah. I think our longest conversation has been 11 hours. And by the way, I live in Germany and he lives in the UK. So, yeah, that's why we have phone conversations. But yeah, that's basically actually. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. Also, like how, because you said like you someone that obviously doesn't, like have long conversations with, with people on things. So, what made you really sustain that? Because you didn't have to like, match that energy because you don't owe anyone in a talking stage. You know what I mean? So, what made you be more? I mean, you spoke about, being in an intentional period in your life right now. But what made you actually like match that energy? Be like, what? I actually want to actively sort of like see this.
That's why would why would you ask me that? Firstly, that's rude.
Wow.
You are rude, but guys, I smacked him blind from the beginning. I smacked him blind from the beginning. Like I said, very magnetic connection. There was no denying it. Although he tried. Guys, men are just the most confused people on planet Earth. Like, no, I knew. Do you know what the thing is? You were never like confused. Confused. I knew you liked me, and you knew I liked you back. But I feel like you were also going through your own phase of kind of trying to figure out if you were also in the same kind of space. But like on my ends, I just knew I liked you. So I was like, I'm actually going to put in the effort and not try to sabotage or anything like that. It's just, I want to see where this can go because it can't feel this good from the beginning. It's giving to Lulu, but we like it. but yeah, I just very intentional and just ready to see where it would go, really. And we flirt a lot. So it was also hot. It was really, really, really hot. So yeah, very natural flirting as well. It was never like pervy or anything. Just really like someone putting a small thought in your head and you're like already running with it. So yeah, basically. What made you like well, not decide because we all know your decision came a bit later, but like how serious were you taking the talking stage when we started talking? Yeah.
So I think the first time around after the conversation we had over the phone, it was more just thinking to myself, wow, we relate a lot, like on a lot of stuff in terms of because like we're both abroad, but then sort of our experience of back home is kind of similar.
Yeah.
So it was like very refreshing to find someone that you relate with on that level. And to be honest, like after the first phone call, I was like, oh, she's cool. She's a cool hun. If at least, nothing happens in a sort of romantic sense or sort of like going further, at least, cool. You met a cool hun who's, worst case scenario, an associate or a friend type of thing. Someone that you know that, okay, if I'm in Germany, I happen to pass them, I'm like, yo, I'm in your city. What's up? Do you want to drink? Because, hey, we pools that, bro.
German tanker.
German tankers for the dove.
Yeah.
Then after sort of keeping on the contact conversations, it then became more apparent to be like, hey, okay. So this is more than just, someone who's cool. This is actually someone that, it doesn't hurt that she's a baddie. And it doesn't hurt as well that, you relate to each other like on a more mental and sort of like on that wavelength, emotionally as well. So, you start to put more effort in, But of course, talking stage, the distractions that come along as well. You see other messages pop up just after she sends one. You're like, oh, okay. Chimopaga. Yeah, but then more and more you start to see yourself dedicate more time. Well, I start to see myself dedicate more time actually actively to, talk to you and stuff. Yeah. Which was pretty soon, actually. I think after 2 weeks, I was like, okay, cool. The roster's looking like Sonnenschein, what? And then the rest. And then the rest for number 2. Yeah. So yeah, that was interesting. That was interesting to see because I was out here.
Were you outside?
I was outside.
Yeah.
I was outside. Yeah. So more and more you start to see yourself, stop going outside. Fridays, boys are like, hey, what are you going? Get home. Nah, didn't something you read. What? Didn't flu.
Gang started it down.
Didn't flu. About that for Ramon, bro. But yeah, I think that was my experience of, sort of like transitioning from, first conversation and then going then to actually talking actively. Yeah. Of which, even actively, bro, it's effort, bro. Effort. Because, talking stage as well, it's in the middle of the good morning, how's your day going? To the after 3 days, what are you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like there are times we actually wouldn't talk. There are times we actually wouldn't talk for like days, of which, to be fair, I would actually calculate sometimes. Because it's like that you need space. You want to talk to the person, but you know that this is just a talking stage, so you kind of space it out. And our conversations were long, to be fair. So we couldn't go from we're speaking for 4 hours today, and then the next day still going on a long ass phone call. You know what I mean? So space was definitely one of those. But then you find yourself in between sending memes and just know if they're okay, in an indirect way. But to be fair, yeah. I would like to know though, what advice would you give females from a male perspective in terms of the talking stage, especially knowing how I was very communicative of certain things. What would you actually advise, and how do guys actually see it so that girls don't be falling in the traps, falling in the traps? Because we know guys sell dreams. Do you know what I mean? What are you supposed to look out for as a female? I think that would be something a lot of females would be appreciative of. You know what I mean?
I think from a guy's perspective as a female, naturally in flirting is selling dreams. Self-raising, what naturally that's going to happen. Of course, in a talking stage, it's really weird because you can make your intentions be known, but you don't have any sort of jurisdiction on that person to, police them and be like, but I told you this and this and this because you're not actively dating. So from a guy's perspective, or from my perspective especially, you would tell me and then I'll take it on board and then I'll be like, but still, you know what I mean? Cool, I hear you, but it's a talking stage, so it is what it is. Yeah. So I think from a female's perspective, it's more a case of expecting the best, prepare for the worst, because people are different anyway. Yes. Literally from people meeting, people can go right into dating. People can, chill for a couple of months before dating, talking, whatever. That's what it is. But guys will sell your dreams. And guys, especially karaoke, gonna go lay now, my boss.
Guys, Gurundoro, yeah.
So yeah, it's all about reading energy, matching energy, and I think a lot of girls as well don't be afraid to match the energy. If you can see that, okay, maybe this guy is taking me for a bit of a ride, and like I'm not getting what I want. First of all, communicate that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
This is what I'm sort of looking for. If then that doesn't happen, move, bro.
Yeah.
Like it is what it is. Move. If you're not, being given that, then it's okay to move as well. You know what I mean? As long as you've actually communicated about your intentions and what you want.
Yeah.
Because guys they'll pull a fast one, huh? They'll pull a fast one.
That they'll sell the dreams.
They'll sell
But you
dreams.
sold me dreams.
I just saw your dreams.
Kind
I did saw your dreams,
Yeah.
but it was dreams where I was I was understanding as well. Like I was quite tactful.
Narcissist.
That sounds bad.
Only toxic you were, but okay.
Like it was quite it was I did a lot of like
Stressful.
under promising so that I can over deliver. You know what I mean? So some guys will go right straight from the bat, yeah, Chichi, and then I'm gonna give you the world, and then I'm going at one because I think even for me, I was very upfront as well. The headspace I was at. Yeah, we're talking smack you blind,
Yeah.
but right now, I just let me message.
Yeah.
There's drama, drama running it out. So yeah, it was that. What advice would you give guys, and how to deal with hands that are in a space where it's like, but ask ningrin, time, affection, what, in the talking stage, because there are going to be those conversations that.
Yeah. Guys, men will sell you jeans. Just make sure you have enough money to buy. They will sell you jeans. But I think just like advice to guys, don't lie. Just be very direct about what kind of space you're in. Because I feel like Gurundoro did that, but in I was a runner, I was a track star. Yeah, I was running.
She's a track
Yeah.
star.
I always tell him like I'm very appreciative because in my past like dating life. Oh, by the way, guys, we talk about our past dating lives. We're not those people that are like, ew, don't tell me about dates. No, we ask each other those things. So it's important kind of maneuver your way around certain things. But like, yeah, for me, my experience, I'm only saying this as a backstory, just to give people like an overview. But I was so used to like talking to someone in 2 weeks and I'm a girlfriend. Like, I'm, I'm girlfriend material, guys. I'm very like girlfriend material. I just end up talking to someone and just be in a relationship for 2 years or a year after. but, but there was no, when I look back, there was no substance, there was no foundation. And Gurundoro was always big on like, we need to be friends first. Like, you need to be my boy, And so, just advice to the guys: be very direct about what you want. And if you're selling dreams, there's like a way to sell dreams that can be not too damaging to the girl. Like, show that you've got intentions, but you're also outside kind of vibes. Don't lie about it. Let her make her own decision. Respect her enough to make her own decision, because a lot of the times men want their cake and eat it too. You know what I mean? Like, you want her for yourself, but also you want to be in the streets. Just really honestly try to respect each other's time. But also when you get a crazy girl, just
It's giving
It's
love
gi-
from you, bro.
if you have a crazy girl, leave that alone, fam. She needs to go to she needs to go to therapy. Like, she genuinely needs to go to therapy. But yeah, I think for guys, just honesty, accountability also for your actions. And your actions, not like in, how can I say this? Like, if you're gonna sell a gym and someone is then in their feelings about it, be accountable enough to say, sorry, Wangunda, I sold you a gym and I didn't mean it that way. Take accountability for things that you say and be able to bring the person back to like a level. But just lead. lead. Lead, yeah. I don't think, maybe I'll think of other things, but like, yeah, respect. as well.
Respect.
Yeah, you were very respectful.
Uh,
Yeah,
Step up.
Deb. Yeah, you're very respectful. Gentleman. Yeah. You try though.
No, we try.
Yeah, toxic, but
Wow, wow.
yeah, toxic, but
That's
yeah.
not true.
Yeah.
And I repeat, that's not true.
Yeah, toxic, but yeah. Um, all right, cool. During the talking stage.
That's a heavy question. When you have someone sign first, that's a heavy question.
During the talking stage, what was your roster like during your talking stage?
So during my talking stage, roster wasn't actually existent. To be fair, nah, didn't have a roster. No, I was outside. If I happened, I got lucky outside. Yeah. That's that.
Yeah.
But like my roster, I'd sort of like, sort of like cut my roster anyway, because I was just like, I was in a space in my life where like time and energy were still are very important to me. And if I'm pouring into someone, then it's got to be a bit more substantial. Even if it's kungoningri cloth, there's still got to be an element of like, sorry guys, you're going to hear a lot of inside jokes in this, but then I'm sure you'll catch on. So roster was, of course, there's some people who, you'd sort of like, hey, how are you doing type of thing when you get bored. But apart from that, roster was quite clear. I was just, just keeping my own space, doing my own thing. If I happen to see a baddie outside, I'd just make the approach, shot down, we move, let's go. But no, roster was clean, bro. Roster was clean. No, we no church.
Yeah.
Won't he do it?
Hallelujah. Amen.
Yeah. What is your roster like? Hey. Yeah.
Hallelujah. Hande ku church. Tumbo nona mata. My roster, to be fair, guys, I met this guy like Gurundoro, and I was very intentional. Like I can't begin to like describe it. I was also this year has been a very reflective year for me. A lot of introspection. I graduated from therapy, so I had to do a lot of like work on my own. And so when I started talking to him, I don't like letting him know this stuff. But at the time, he was the only guy I was talking to. Unfortunately, there were gang guys in the DMs. I won't lie, and I always have exes that pop up from the woodwork. And I'm a very like recycling kind of girl, so I don't like getting to know new people, and I also don't like talking to people. So it's just weird. Like I knew that for me to spend 4 hours on the phone with this guy, there's no way that I'm trying to like have another 2 hour conversation with someone else or like, entertain anyone else. So my roster at the time very empty. And I think with time with the episodes, you guys are also gonna see how like at some point we're just on very different levels. Very different levels. But yeah, that's an episode called The Tiff. You guys are gonna have a ball with that one because I think we're gonna get very raw with it. But my roster was empty. Just I was flirting on X. Oof. I'd go in spaces and I had a barika, guys. I had like 5 men that I used to call my husbands. But the thing is, there was never like sliding DMs. Maybe 1 or 2 would slide in the DMs thinking that when I flirt, I'm genuinely being real. And like on Twitter spaces, I'm also very like, I used to be. Now I'm respectful.
What were you like?
Because like those kind of conversations faculty inside. I'm a very liberal person, so also like educating the girl child like on your is very important. Just putting it out there. And
there you go.
Yeah, because also arguing with Zim guys is so much fun because Zim guys, the ones back home, very traditional and very like, so when we Zim girls in diaspora are talking about, being so liberal about certain topics, I enjoy the argument. And also I'm very problematic on Twitter spaces, just Hi, my name is Sonnenschein. I'm not peaceful though, but I used to be very violent. But the thing is crazy. Side talk. Men like violent women. Is on the spaces, they'd be like, "Yeah, Sonnenschein, stop, stop, stop." Then they slide in the DMs like, "What's your PayPal, girl?" Like, what? The farama vibes are and I'm like, thanks a lot. Just send the money and we are going to go outside. But nah, my roster was empty. My roster was
Streets dry.
now his head is big.
Streets dry.
Now he's walking around thinking he's King Kong. But we move. But yeah, that was my roster at the time. I don't have a question right now, but you know me to come up at some point.
Come up.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, so you heard yourself. I was that guy. I was him. And I was holding the streets on lock.
Bruh,
Look at that.
relax.
But you know what? Side note on what you said about violent women. Violent women are sexy, because it means they stand on business.
Yeah.
And or any guy who's insecure in himself is like, all right, cool, that's sexy. That's sexy.
Yeah.
I've usually like seen a lot of insecure guys who are, and by violent, you don't mean like actual.
No.
But I know I had to promote violence. Yeah.
I know.
No, but just like a woman that's not able to like stand up for herself and just like stress her point. Yeah, I find that very sexy. That independence is like, I can handle my own, baby. Can you?
Can you step up to the plate?
Literally. Yeah. Okay. So just even like keeping it 100 and keeping it more on a sort of like a raw basis. So now, okay, when you say that you're talking to someone and you happen to play in the same areas, tested by X and what. And then now, let's say on a space, right? We're talking, let's say we are just coming for a 3-hour conversation. Did you say that? And then all of a sudden, my speaker, X, hey, bari karangu. What? Look, of course, it's only talking, right?
Yeah.
And you don't have any sort of like right to say that, cool, why are you moving mad type of thing.
Yeah.
But then, there's an element of you, but fam, like, weren't we just a couple minutes ago now here, like with a whole tribe of men? Guys. Bamba no bongo ita leave space here. Guys, I think for today in Dabo. Yeah. How do you reconcile that? How do you reconcile sort of like you spoke about respect before? How do you reconcile that respect to someone you're not accountable to?
Yeah. Yeah, this one is tricky. But like I struggled with it for a bit, like in terms of like women noticing Gurundoro, by the way, because I'm a very jealous person by nature. Like, so I found myself having to reel myself in a lot of the times because you can't come from like very emotional conversations because we spoke a lot, and speaking a lot means that you're getting to know intricate parts of the person as well. So then when you go on his space and like some girl is flirting with him or whatever, it was so difficult, man. So difficult. I got shout out Changani. I got good advice from Changani and a couple of other people as well, but like mostly shout out to Sokoti every day, not too. But like just I had people that would reel me in, when I got in my feels, because it was a talking stage. So there's like blurred lines really and stuff. But like when he would come on space, the thing is he was very vocal. That's the thing about men. They're territorial, right? So him, he could like, you would enjoy girls' attention, like, especially when he's drinking, like when he was drinking. Yo guys, anyways, you guys stay with us and we'll tell you a lot of stories about our journey. But he would then get like he's so good at like slipping things. You're so good at like slipping things into conversations. And you're like, wow, that one's like the other day, which is and you start picking up. I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb of of hearing or anything like that, I would pick up with you. Okay, it's a bit uncomfortable for you. So I started slowly but surely toning it down. When you start like liking someone more and more and more, you kind of like, oh, by the way, I lied to him. I didn't lie to him. I had other guys I was talking to, but he never knew how much I was talking to them. So I'd always make it look like town anyone knew like that. But I think a week in or 2 weeks in, I started shutting all of them down, like not even responding to text messages or calls or anything like that. So yeah, but back to the point, yeah, jealousy was there. I think from both ends, but like we found a way to reel it in and to be respectful. He only learned it later. I learned it first. But yeah, that's how I kind of dealt with it. I think you just have to know what you want. That's very important.
Yeah.
If playing in a talking stage, then play. If there's playing and having intention at the end, then learn to balance that somehow. But that's grown people things. grown people things. Yeah. Grown people things. But then also another thing, I forgot. I call Gurundoro out, guys. Please don't think that this guy gets away with stuff. Ladies, in a talking stage, call him out on his BS. Okay? Don't be scared, because at the end of the day, it's your feelings and your time as well and energy. So if something's not working for you, say it, and then they can digest and, walk away or whatever, or stay. But like, they'll still know that, okay, this person told me the truth, and, they're not taking any silly stuff from me, kind of vibe. So yeah, stand on your beliefs and morals and principles. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. But yeah. Yeah. How jealous was you? Jealous? When did it start?
So my jealous was okay. So bit of insight into like how I think. Mine is okay. If you do something, I'm gonna do it 10 times worse. You know what I mean? So all right, you be on spaces. Yeah, bari karang. I was like, bet, bet money. So like obviously we spoke about getting attention from other people. So I would like play into that because naturally, both of us naturally would like flirt. We're natural flirts. Yeah, big flirts. So when you have that back and forth with someone who's flirting with you as well, you then sort of play into it and say like, okay, cool. I hope she's looking and she's seeing this because
what is you're toxic.
Yeah. But then in that as well, you also kind of like venting. It's a way of venting as well, your actual feelings that you want to describe, but then you can't because you don't have that account or that sort of like place in someone's life to say that, this made me feel like this type of thing. So yeah, I'll do that. Do that. And I remember like when you also started like really being intentional about standing on your beliefs and saying like, okay, bro, I'm about this and this and this and this and that.
Yeah.
So I'll like take it on board and I'll like bet. But in my mind, I was like, I don't have to take it on board if I don't want to. Like I hear you, but yeah, you know what I mean? Because like for me as well, it was an easy cop out. Like it was a cop out to be like, yeah, cool. I guess that's for the other guy. That's for the next guy. Who are you talking?
We are on the
Yeah, literally. Yeah. So I think I became more aware of it like later on. But that's another episode. Yeah. That's another episode. So yeah, standing on beliefs is important. But yeah, my jealous was like, watch this. I was school zero. Yeah. But also, credit goes out to Smile up in the building, 888 tons of pure muscle, because he was sort of like my voice of reason. Yeah. We've spoken a bit about this. And he would, Muzuku, Zaya, and then obviously, you put yourself in line, put yourself in check. Yeah. And then you just like sort of turn it down. Because a lot of other people as well, they can read the energy between two different people. And then it's either going to be toxic people that are going to try and disrupt and see if they can get a door in, and then the other people who are just gonna, sort of like safeguard it if they think that it's a proper energy. So, yeah, my jealous was jealous.
Your was jealous and he was jealous.
Was your jealous?
Yeah.
Jealousy.
Yeah. I think even now, like, so guys, yes, sometimes I stalk his account. Hey, I'm a girl who likes a guy. Okay, I like him, right? So, um, obviously, bruh, you see the likes. You know when you see the likes, you're like, why are you liking that picture? Why are you liking that video? Just one of those, like, obviously you wouldn't say it, but like, because if I hadn't heard, let's say, because during the talking stage, we'd go through periods of 3-4 days without talking to each other. So your way of connecting was actually like on the timeline. So yeah, you find yourself like just going to his profile, if he was too quiet on the day, see if he's alive, see if he posted or liked something or whatever. Now I don't do it as much because I just call him when I wanna. But at the time, because it's like talking stage, it's a hit and miss kind of like, so just go on the timeline. And for me, I worry a lot, like I care. So it's more like I want to see if you're okay. And I think there was a way I could see, like with your post, could see, okay, today is not his day. And I'm very like, on my timeline, you can tell when I'm not okay. Yeah, so I think that's the way we would do our check-ins without checking in kind of vibe. So yeah, but there's this other girl guys used to like on the timeline. And then when he likes a video, guys, my jealousy. Yeah. It's not, I know that, he wouldn't. But it's also like, sha, wangu. That one? Why? Come on. And it doesn't help because it's kind of very cool. Like me. I'm 10 times cooler. So but it's still like I'm a jealous person, and I think I was very communicative of this very early kuti. When I care and like someone, I'm very passionate as well. So yeah, I don't openly say I'm jealous, but I feel it. Yeah, kind of vibes. Kind of vibes. Yeah.
All right.
But I'm gonna go ahead. But yeah,
I know this is audio, but I'm blinking twice. It means that send help. Send search and rescue, please. All right, that's cool. All right.
Yeah.
So if you could go back in time and change one thing about the way, we started talking, what would it be?
I could change one thing about how we started talking.
One thing.
I wouldn't change a thing.
You would change a thing?
Nothing.
Not even one.
About how we started talking. It was exactly me.
Really?
Yeah, because guys, I went on the timeline, but he said this, and I called people out because there are guys that have conversations by themselves in your DM. Stop it. Have some substance. Hi, how are you? Hi, hey, how are you today? Have you eaten? Please stop it, man.
2023, where are you behind? 2024?
This, Gurundoro used to think I was like until I showed him chats. Bro, someone from last year, 1 year, Ega. Hey, what's up? Oh, I saw you in the space.
So?
No, but so going back to his question, guys, I will share the message, I think. Read it out like at some point. But it was so me. Everything about how we started talking was right because remember we had been flirting back and forth on the music space. Music is such a big love language for both of us. So it was like the way it happened, he even came with the whole dedication, and I love dedications, guys. Please, we're going to have a radio station at some point, guys. Call in and say, hey, I want to dedicate a song to... That would be my segment. But no, he came in with good bars. Good bars. And the effort, because it's the effort mostly, I think. It's not even about the message. It's like you intentionally wanted to make me smile or get a response from me and put in the effort, because writing a message like that doesn't, it's not like you wake up and you're like, oh no, I'm writing a message. There was thought put into it, so I wouldn't change how everything about how we started talking for me was the way it was supposed to be. So I wouldn't change anything.
Okay.
Would you change anything? And guys, we read our messages sometimes. We reread the things we sent each other, and he actually imitates my voice and like, hi, oh my God, I can't. That's how he says I talk.
That's how you talk.
No, I don't.
You literally didn't change your voice at all.
You're toxic.
You're gonna be hearing a lot more of that. Hey, you're toxic, toxic. Guys, people are lying on me. I beg. Changing. I think I'll change one thing, to be honest. Probably the duration. I think I'll just a little bit long.
What do you mean,
Like I wouldn't have thing. I think I would have done it more on your birthday for more impact.
like not on the 6th?
Yeah, not on the 6th, on the 7th, yeah. So, yeah, guys, 7th July, that's Dr. Sonnenschein's birthday. So, if you want to send PayPal, I can gladly take it. I'll send my details. And then I'll pass it on.
You'll forward it to
I'll forward it over. Yeah, I think I would have done it on, like, the eve of your birthday. And, like, on the actual, like, midnight. But space. Gone. Ipapo Renzi. Will you be my ningri kidi? Na gangster donor. But no, on a serious note, nah, I wouldn't change anything. I think it was very organic, it was very natural. It was very intentional as well, not asking for your number, like for the first couple of days. Because I knew every guy asked.
We spoke the next day on the phone because I
No.
asked you to send me your number. Yeah.
Thank you. You forced me to send my number.
Because I was drunk.
Blame it on the drinks. Blame it on the drinks.
I just wanted to hear your voice. You guys can hear the voice, nah? It's not just me. Yeah.
So yeah, I think it was organic, it was natural. It was, it was the talking stage that we're currently at. It was a talking stage. So I think it was good. So if you can give one word of advice to men, and I'll give one word of advice to ladies, as you sort of like wrap it up, what would it be? What's a key takeaway from, what we're trying to just sort of let the people know? What have you learned from the journey? What one thing can you just, advise the people?
Yeah, I think we touched on it a bit earlier. But standing your ground as well, knowing what you want is very, very, very important in a talking stage as well, because someone can easily take you for a ride and that's your time. Guys, time is money. Please don't let anyone lie to you. Your energy should be protected. So you're also not trying to have talking stages. Like, be able to pick up on intention a bit quick, because you can get lost in the flirting and someone's paying you attention kind of vibe. So definitely on both parts, males and females, because there are males that come wanting more out of something than females. You know what I mean? So rate yourself. Like, I think, guys, a lot of the times we don't rate ourselves, and so we take a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, am I allowed to say that word?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no, this is very open.
Okay. So yeah, we take a lot of shit when you don't love yourself, when you don't rate yourself. You need to rate yourself. You need to know your worth. And like I said, I graduated therapy, guys. I've come from far away. So for me, I would just definitely that's the biggest thing for me. I rated myself, and I knew, and he always knew. Like, he's always like, you're always talking about yourself in third person. Or you'd be like, so he compliment me, and I'll be like, I know.
Okay.
Sometimes, yeah, I tone it down. Obviously now, like, he'll be like, oh, you're looking beautiful, whatever. I'm like, really? But like the other times, I'm like, I know. I am the girl that I think I am, because you genuinely can't wait for someone to make you feel loved. If you don't love yourself, there's nothing anyone else can do. So especially during a talking stage, rate yourself. Rate yourself. Put boundaries for yourself. Don't put boundaries on the other person because you're scoping them out. But like for yourself, definitely important. But like I said, respect. and accountability for like your lies, because there's a lot of lying during the talking stage. Just take accountability when you're being called out and change if you want to change. If you don't want to change, leave it alone. But yeah, I think that's what I would say, really. What about you, Mr. Toxic?
Mr. Toxic says, gals,
Big
big batty girl.
batty bam bam.
No, I think for the girls, it also goes a long way. Self-respect as well. Desperation, bro. Desperation is not a nice look. Just don't take anything. I think Dr. Sonnenschein, like one thing about her that particularly attracted me to her, and like really wanted me to actually talk with her was she was just like, bruh, take it or leave it. Kana usinakusimba teaser type of thing. So self-respect definitely goes a long way. And, even just reciprocation, matching energies is so big. So big. So big. So just know where you want it, know where you're not wanted, know when to dial it up a bit, know when to dial it down a bit, just read the room. Read the room. And honestly, guys, common sense is a free thing in this world. I'm sure that you guys are very, very,
Is it?
Yeah, it's free, bro. It's free. Common sense is free. A lot more people should have it. But, just be able to read the room, check yourself, rate yourself, and just dial on your business, bro. There are 7 billion people in this world. One is not, it's a drop in the ocean, bro. One's a drop in the ocean. So, I still happen to be that one drop in the ocean, that is, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah.
The fish in the ocean.
No. I'm a big fish.
Are you a big fish?
I'm a big fish.
Are you a shark?
I'm a shark.
Extraterrestrial.
But yeah. I think that would be my key advice to ladies. And guys, don't be afraid to jump into the DM, bro. Slide in. If you need a couple minutes to yourself, just go, into the notes section on your phone.
I think you should sell DM templates.
DM templates, yeah.
Yeah,
DM templates.
But the thing is, right, it's like that Hitch movie. You know the Hitch movie, like with Will Smith, where he helps men get a girl, whatever. People need that on Twitter. Some guys really need it on Twitter. Yeah. By the way, guys, shout out to everyone who was in my DMs. I love you, but I don't. Sorry about ignoring you. Now, a lot of guys need help. A lot of guys need help. I think it's also nerve-wracking sometimes. You see a baddie and you're like, the most I can do is, hey, how are you? But put in some effort, fam. Put in some effort, yeah. But yeah, I think that's from me for the first episode. Yeah. All
right. So yeah, you guys heard the first episode.
Tell the people about you a bit.
I'm a ghost, guys. I'm a ghost. The voice is what you're only gonna get. I'm a ghost. I think you'll be able to get to know me a bit more as the episodes go along. But yeah, I'm a ghost.
You're a ghost.
I'm a ghost, bro. I'm a ghost. Yeah. But yeah, we're actually recording this on New Year's Eve. So, this is new beginnings. 2024 talking stage. We drop it, man. You already know what it is. We're here to stay because we want to help each and every one of you get out of the talking stage and into health, functional relationships. Won't you do it?
Hallelujah.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Look out for the next episode. And yeah, this is us signing out. Dr. Sonnenschein, say goodbye to the building.
Master Shen, this was fun. This was really fun, guys. I really enjoyed myself. I was nervous, but I had fun. Thank you for joining. No, I don't love you. I love you.
But yeah, guys, stay safe, take care, and we out.